One of the best songs I found for beginners to sort of move from real beginner status to more intermediate guitar is Learning 21 Guns by Green Day. So I think the best tab for the song to learn is version 8 on Ultimate Guitar. I'll put it in the description. So first thing, make sure you pull that up. And I'm gonna break down how to go about this, and then I'm gonna do a separate video for the solo because it's pretty hard. So first thing, there's the very beginning part says to play like this: 10, 7, 10, 9. So you're welcome to do it that way. It sounds good. It sounds real smooth if you do it up that high. So. And if you do a little vibrato, but I find it's easier for people to play it down here. So this is one change I make. If you do it on 6, so you can learn it like this: 6, 3 on the B string, then 5, and 5. The reason why it's easier is when you want to start playing along with the song, you're right here for the next chord. So I would do it down here: 6. And if you go like that, you get sort of that sound. Don't do it like this. That's more, that kind of vibrato is when you really want to twang. Here you just want side to side vibrato to get kind of that peaceful sound. So 6, 3, 5, 5, 6, 3, 5, 5, and you want to do 6 on the B string, 3 on the B string, 5 on the E, 5 on B. So that's easy. The hard part for beginners is getting these chords down. So what we're going to do is D minor, B flat, this was the killer one, F, and C major. So D minor is not too bad. You want to hit 0, middle finger on 2, third finger on 3, first finger on 1. So the hardest thing for beginners is you got to make sure you really stretch and get on the tips. Don't let your fingers like get way over here. You got to make sure they're next to the frets. So the tab has this chord. The first one is D minor, 0, 2, 3, 1. And you could do 2 strums like they say. Or if you want, you can do like... It's up to you. I tend to do more strums when I'm playing by myself because you don't have like a drummer and textures going on. So D minor twice. Then the real killer chord for beginners is B flat major. Put your first finger here on B flat. So 1, and then 3, 3, 3. And just got to push real hard, and this finger's got to kind of go like, it's going to go like that. So it's pretty uncomfortable when you first learn it. But if you can do this chord, it's kind of a gateway to being able to do whatever you want. The other thing is, you do not want to hit this string, the E string. Listen to what this would sound like. Sounds really bad, so what I'm doing is with the tip of my finger, I'm touching that. So D minor, B flat, then we got to go to F major. So we're not doing a full bar chord F. What we're going to do is third finger here, pinky right above it, middle finger, first finger, and then you want a bar. So this is also a hard one that's useful to know. And again, you do not want to hit this. It will sound really bad, the low E. So what you can do is put your thumb up here, or just with this tip of this finger, let it touch that string a tiny bit, so you won't worry about hitting it. And of course, you want to aim for here, but so F, and then C. And C is a pretty easy one. 3, 2, 0, 1, 0. So here it is. You do this 3 times. D minor, B flat, F, C. And then after you do that 3 times, you go to B flat and you strum it for a while. And this is 1, 3, 3, 3. Then back to C. And do that whole verse twice, I think. And then the second time, when you're done with the verse, you're actually just going to go like this. The second time through, D minor, B E flat, F, C, then you're going to go to B flat after 3 times of that. And you're going to pause. And then we're going into the chorus, which is real cool. You do C5. Just hit C5 like. So the chorus is my favorite thing about this song. Aside from the solo, it goes like this. F5, so down here. The next chord is called C major over E. It's real easy coming from this chord because watch, we have F5. Then you have your third finger where it needs to be already and middle finger on 2. So your pinky was on 3, so middle finger has to go to 2, and this is 0, 3, 2. You strum it twice, so F5, C over E. Then you go up to the 5th fret on the A string. That's D5, then you go C5, 3rd fret. Then you go to B flat 5, F5, C5. I'll play it once and without talking, so. And I'm only doing guitar 1 in here, because when you're playing it, you got to pick one of the guitar parts to do. So you do that 3 times, the chorus. Make sure you, or 2 times, make sure you pull this tab up, because I'm just going straight down it. This is a really accurate tab. So after you do that 2 times, the last time you just go. So they're calling that post-chorus. So let me do the chorus once with the post-chorus, because this tends to confuse people. So there's the chorus, then the post-chorus, B flat 5, F5, C5. Then you repeat the verse, repeat the pre-chorus, repeat the chorus, so everything we've already seen. Then the next part that comes in, right before the solo, it's the chord progression right before the solo, is the bridge. And it sounds kind of like, it sort of sounds like what we just did, but it's a little bit different. So it's going to go D5. So 5th fret on the A string, D5. 1st fret, 1, 3, 3, B flat 5, F5, C5, which is up here. And then you go back to this one, D5. And then if you want, the guy who wrote the tab put a bunch of dashes. You can like slide down, you can go. So this chord A5 down here, careful for that one, because I have a lot of students who used to go into here and they accidentally play D5 instead of A5. So here's the whole bridge. It's going to go D5, B flat, F, C5, D5, B flat, F5, A5, D5, B flat 5, F5, A5 again. Then getting ready for the solo, B flat 5, C5, then he goes into the solo. I'm going to do that in another video, because it's too much for this. I don't like the solo, the way that he did it in this. I've never seen it played live, so I mean maybe this is the right way to do it, but it's just hard for beginners. So that's the whole song, actually. That's everything. The out chorus is the same as the chorus, I think. Let's just see. Yeah, same as the chorus. You do it 4 times. And that's it. The outro is the same thing as post-chorus. So again, I was only doing guitar 1 parts, because when you're playing it, listening, that's really those are the main parts. It'd be cool to do both guitar parts, but you'd need someone else to play with you. So that's it. If anyone has any questions about this, some of it is confusing if you're a beginner, especially figuring out how to do like this chord and this chord. So if anyone needs more help with that, I could show the tricks I use to teach people on B flat and F. I'll briefly show the one trick. If you start with a C chord and you move your middle finger up and your pinky goes right here, and then you have F. So if you practice this for a few days, C to F, see these fingers aren't moving. That's really one of the keys, and this is just, it just takes a few weeks for most beginners to get that. So I hope this was helpful. If anyone has any songs they want to learn, let me know.